They buried his voice once, but this time, his echo will burn through walls. Microphone hash before we begin. If stories about truth, courage, and injustice move you, then don't scroll. Subscribe right now and join the family that fights with words, not weapons, only justice. Pushpin click to join the movement. Medium skin tone hand pointing right at wealth_wounds. It was a chilly Monday morning in Atlanta, Georgia. The sky was still grey when Darius Cole, a 38-year-old community organizer, zipped his worn-out jacket and kissed his little daughter goodbye. "Be good for Mama," he whispered, forcing a smile. The little girl grinned, clutching her pink lunchbox. "I will, Daddy. You always say the world needs more good people." He nodded, though deep inside, he wasn't sure if the world still believed in good people. Darius wasn't rich. He wasn't famous. But in the neighborhoods forgotten by city budgets and broken by years of prejudice, he was hope. He fixed potholes the city ignored. He mentored teenagers others had written off. And every Saturday, he held free legal clinics with a few volunteer lawyers, teaching people their rights. Still, power doesn't like being challenged. And Darius had begun poking at the wrong corner of it. One afternoon, while filming a routine outreach video for his small social justice page, Darius captured something unexpected. A police cruiser stopped in front of a small grocery store. 2 officers stepped out, and within seconds, a teenage boy was pinned to the ground. The boy screamed, "I didn't do anything." Darius's camera didn't blink. It caught everything: the fear, the shouts, the bystanders frozen in disbelief. He uploaded the footage, thinking maybe a few hundred people would see it. By midnight, it had 3 million views. The city exploded. News anchors called it the footage that shook Atlanta. Darius was hailed as a hero by some, and a troublemaker by others. Within days, local authorities claimed the video was misleading. They said it was edited. They said Darius was inciting division. But Darius knew the truth, and refused to stay silent. 3 weeks later, Darius noticed a black SUV parked across from his home. At first, he ignored it. Then it became impossible to. Everywhere he went, it followed, to his daughter's school, to his community meetings, even to Sunday service. His wife, Keisha, begged him to let it go. "Baby, please, they're watching you. We got a family to protect." But Darius shook his head. "If I back down now, what do I teach our daughter? That fear wins." He started receiving letters, no return address, warning him to stop digging. Then came the smear campaign, fake charges, anonymous news tips, and photos edited to make him look like a criminal. By month's end, Darius had lost his job contract with the city. His phone was tapped. His friends stopped calling. Still, he pressed on. Microphone hash. If you're still watching, if this story already has your heart racing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because this is what we do. We tell the truth they tried to bury. Pushpin join us at wealth_wounds. When Darius uncovered documents showing that certain city contracts were being funneled to private companies owned by officials' relatives, everything changed. One evening, as he drove home from a youth center meeting, police cars swarmed him. He was arrested on charges of resisting arrest and obstruction. The footage from his body camera disappeared. The news called him a radical agitator. Even some activists distanced themselves. The courtroom was packed on the day of his trial. Darius stood in a cheap suit, beside a tired public defender who whispered, "They've already decided, Mr. Cole. I'm sorry." But Darius didn't flinch. He looked at the jury, then at the officers who'd lied on the stand, and said softly, "You can lock my body, but not the truth." The gavel hit. 10 years. The room gasped. His wife screamed. His daughter cried, her tiny hands reaching as they dragged her father away. Prison was hell. Concrete walls. Metal doors. Whispered threats from guards who'd seen his face on TV. But Darius used every second to keep fighting. He taught inmates how to read. Helped them write letters to their families. He became a counselor, a father figure, and a legend behind bars. When journalists came looking for him years later, after new footage surfaced clearing his name, Darius refused interviews. "Tell my story when I walk free," he said. And then, one morning, 8 years into his sentence, his conviction was overturned. The same system that silenced him had no choice but to release him. When Darius stepped outside those gates, His hair had grayed, but his eyes burned brighter than ever. Cameras waited. Reporters shouted questions. He said nothing, just walked to his wife and daughter, now a teenager. That night, he went live on social media for the first time in years. Millions tuned in. His first words: "They broke me to silence me, but they forgot, truth doesn't serve time." The video went viral. He founded the Cole Foundation, a legal aid organization for wrongfully accused people. And yet, even in victory, strange things began happening again. Emails vanishing, donors backing out, anonymous warnings, stop before it's too late. And one night, while leaving a rally, Darius's car disappeared from security footage for 13 minutes. When it reappeared, he was gone. The next morning, his daughter, Naomi, posted one message on his account: "They silenced my father again. But this time, the world will listen." The screen fades to black. A single word flashes: "Part 2 coming soon."